Okay, hello everyone and welcome to day 5 of Jigsaws with Jamie's 12 Days of Christmas special, where I continue to solve a puzzle every other day from this 12 days advent calendar. As I mentioned, we're on day 5, which I think is just off the screen for yourself, so you probably just can't quite see it at the top of the puzzle. As usual, I've laid out the pieces with the central pieces on my left, edge pieces on my right, and the corner pieces here in the middle. I'm fairly certain these are the way they go. As before, I have had a little sneak of the image, so I do know what's coming, but I'm not going to say early on. I think you will maybe able to guess from if you watched yesterday's puzzle or the day before yesterday's puzzle. As usual, if you are planning on joining in solving a puzzle of your own, then pause the video here, get yourself set up and comfortable, and then come back and join us. If you're just watching the video for the fun of it, then make sure you're comfortable, and we will begin. I've been not very good at remembering to mention our charity recommendation on these videos, so I will get that out of the way straight away. For all of the videos in this special series, it is Shelter, which I'm recommending. Especially, it's bitterly cold where I am in the UK at the moment. I'm sure it's getting cold for a lot of you out there. They can do, being homeless in this time of year, people rely much more on people like Shelter. So if you're able to give anything, please click the link and give what you can. I'm sure it will be much appreciated. I'm starting this puzzle as usual along the bottom, because these bottom bits seem to solve fairly easily, and once again it's solved fairly quickly. I'm going to start working my way up the side. I'm starting to feel a lot more festive. I don't know about all of you. I've had my work Christmas party. It was about a week ago. I think I've mentioned that already, where we went for Thai, which was lovely. Not the most festive evening, but the food was very good and the company and entertainment was very good. But this weekend feels like we're ramping it up with Christmas parties. I've got my brother and his boyfriend are coming to visit my parents tomorrow. They're spending Christmas with his parents in France. So they're coming up and having a mini pre-Christmas tomorrow, and so my wife and I are going to go across to see them. It'll be the only time we get to see them before Christmas, and take the presents. Present in this case. They wanted a joint present. Probably tell you what it is, because by the time this video is out, they will. No, I won't tell you, because they might not open it tomorrow, of course. They might wait till Christmas, so I won't tell you. But it's not going to be much of a surprise. They gave me quite a few hints as to what they wanted this year. So we'll exchange presents. I think my mum's planning to do some food, as she usually would do when we go around. It's hard to go to my mum's house without being offered plenty to eat. I'm sure that's not unique to my mum. So that's this weekend, Christmas party wise, and then next weekend we have the full weekend of partying. So on the Saturday, my friend from university is getting married, so we are going to his wedding, which fortunately for us is in Leeds. They're getting married in Leeds, and I live in Leeds, so not much in the way of travelling, which especially this time of year I appreciate. There's also a rail strike next weekend, so we'd struggle to get there if it was somewhere else. Hopefully the workers get what they deserve from the strikes, and make sure that the bosses listen to them, because they haven't been listening to them so far. But yeah, we don't have to travel far. The wedding's in Leeds. Haven't quite decided yet whether to drive or get a taxi. I don't tend to drink very much, and sometimes I can go a whole evening without drinking at all. And part of me is tempted to drive in and save on taxis, and then we can just get away whenever we're feeling done for the night. But the advantage of taxis, if I'm sure there'll be toasts and drink on the table and things, so maybe I will get a taxi so that I can have a glass or two. That's the edges of the puzzle done. You probably can't quite see on the camera. Let's have a look. Yeah, you might be able to just see that this is a park scene. That's the big secret. If you remember from the last video, I mentioned that there was what I thought was about half a tree on the right hand side of the previous puzzle, and assumed it would connect with the tree in this puzzle, and it certainly does. Although the tree on this puzzle is there's more of it than I expected. So we didn't have half the tree, we had only about a third of the tree. But it is a park scene, and I'm going to fill that in. So anyway, I was saying that's our plan for Saturday, next weekend, Christmas, a wedding, which will be good fun. One of my other university housemates is getting married next year, so we've got two weddings. So out of the 5 of us who lived in a house, 2 of us are married already, including myself. 2 are getting married in the next 6 months, and then there's one guy left who I know will be getting married soon. I just don't know when. I believe he is anyway. I shouldn't say no, just in case he watches this and suddenly discover he's not getting married. So that's Saturday, and then on Sunday we are at a family Christmas party. So that's my wife's family. If they're not doing Christmas Day, there's a big thing, which they're not this year. They will often have a party. And it's not just my wife's family, my mum and dad are coming along as well. So it'll be quite a few family members there. Should be fairly good fun. I think there's where my mum in-laws live, there's a little woodland area which has a small train, kind of a children's ride-on train, and it doesn't run regularly, but it certainly runs at Christmas time, and they are running on the Sunday. So I think before the plan is to go for a little walk through the woods to the train, and for our nephews to have a ride on the train. They, as well as getting a ride on the train, it stops halfway around the track, and there is they meet Santa. Get to meet Santa and assume get a little gift. So I'm sure they'll really enjoy that. So that's before the party, and then we are having some festive food and probably some games or something along those lines. And that's it for next weekend. I have actually missed out on Thursday this week, so we've had our work night out, but not everyone could make the work night out for a variety of reasons. So we are also having a little fuddle after our weekly meeting on Thursday. And I suspect I probably might need to explain what a fuddle is, because I assumed it was something that everyone kind of knew, but my wife had never heard of it when I mentioned it. It's fairly simple. If you've not heard of it, it's everyone brings something, usually food related, and then you share out what everyone brings. Well, everyone gets what they want anyway, and that way you have a Christmas party with food, but no one person's responsible for getting everything. I've been asked not to bring food actually. I've had a look at the list, or a colleague had a look at the list of what everyone's agreed to bring, and there's a good mix of pretty much everything, but what wasn't on there was things like cutlery and plates and the like. So the colleague who's organising the food, she's not bringing the food herself, but she's kind of coordinating everyone, has asked if I can bring cutlery and the like. So feels not the most festive choice, or kind of the most exciting choice, to just be bringing plates to a party. Obviously I will do, I've been asked to bring them, and people are going to probably struggle a little bit if they've got nothing to put their food on, but I suspect I'll probably buy something as well. Probably, as well as bringing the plates, I'll get some cakes or something to add to the pile. We've got quite a big team, and there's around 50 people in the team, and again, not everyone will be there. Some people will be on leave, some people don't work Thursdays, some people might be off on sick and the like, so not everyone will be there, but I suspect there'll probably be a good turnout, and quite a few of the people who didn't make it to the work night out will I'm sure make an effort to come to the fuddle. So that's our plan for Thursday. So I think that's parties done for Christmas, or at least the parties I've got planned. A couple of family parties and a work party and a wedding. Certainly not every year we have a wedding. In between that, I guess there's another advantage if I don't drink at the wedding, etc. So when I come home, I feel up to doing these puzzles and these videos. So I'm still trying to keep up to my schedule, self-imposed schedule, but I would like to try and keep up with it. I have actually been out this evening. Went to meet an old friend who we meet up intermittently every couple of months, and he's just had a knee operation, so getting back on his feet again. And we've just been out for dinner. It was actually quite a bit later than I usually film these videos. So I went out for dinner, had some food, spent a long time catching up, and then by the time I'd driven home, he lives probably 15-20 miles away, something like that. Not too far, but not round the corner. And given his knee operation, I agreed to go to a pub near him for some food. By the time I've driven home, it's quite a bit later. My wife was also out meeting her friends. I think she met two of her friends. So she'd only just got back as well. So, but my wife's gone straight to bed, or pretty much straight to bed. Whereas I've stayed up to do this video, which is coming to the end. As I said, it is a park theme, or park scene theme. That's not right, it's definitely a scene. And it certainly fits nicely with the edge of the last puzzle, and that is the park completed. Hopefully you enjoyed that. The Christmas street is certainly starting to build. I'm having to have a good think about how I'm going to show you the whole puzzle when it's finished. I think it's not going to be one that I can show you in a picture, because it's going to be very, very long and narrow. So I think it's going to have to be a video of me moving along the puzzle to show you it all incomplete, but doing that without having a wobbly hand on the camera could be quite a challenge. So I've been having a think of how I can do it. I'm going to have to keep having a think over the next couple of days. I've got about a week and a half, just over a week and a half, before we complete the last puzzle. So I've got a little bit of time to figure it out, but not too much. I will work out a way to show you the whole puzzle at the end. But that was day 5 completed. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions or comments, as usual, drop them below. Otherwise, I will see you in 2 days' time for day 6.